Beach Creative Community Interest Company was incorporated in March 2012. It began as a University for the Creative Arts Outreach project, but soon progressed to becoming an independent organisation, headed up by local artists Mandy Broughton and Mandy Troughton, although strong links remain with UCA through fellow director Jill Wilson.
I think this is super. I think that's gorgeous. Yeah.
Its headquarters at Beach House in Herne Bay were originally to be demolished as part of a redevelopment, but this fell through and Canterbury City Council offered the venue to Beach Creative on a temporary lease at a peppercorn rent. A team of volunteers gave the interior a makeover, converting the larger rooms downstairs into gallery spaces and whitewashing the rest of the building to offer for rental as studio spaces for artists. One large space was retained as a workshop and one as a meeting room. Through the rentals, the business plan aimed to cover the costs of running the building, assuming the organisation could achieve 65% occupancy. Our first year exceeded expectations, enabling us to reinvest funding in community project work and improve the quality of our provision. At the moment, we have 14 diverse artists working within our studio spaces. Paul Mitchell offers his perspective on Beach Creative.
Hi, I'm Paul. I've got a studio space here at Beach Creative in Herne Bay, and on a personal level it's completely transformed the way I work, and it's transformed my work and my output of work. It's fantastic to have a really nice space with plenty of light right in the centre of town and be part of a creative hub as well. It's absolutely fantastic, and also to be part of a community and other artists as well in the same building. In many ways it feels like I'm back at college, and I do feel that I've developed on an artistic level, and my confidence has grown in the last just over 2 years since Beach Creative was formed. Beach Creative contribute a lot to the community, of course, on all sort of levels, and I like being part of that, and I consider myself, a good practical part of that. I help a lot around Beach Creative, sort of manual work as well, and I'm also the health and safety and fire sort of officer as well, so that's quite a responsibility I do enjoy, and it's just great being part of this, a big part, and I'm just relishing every time I come down here. It's just wonderful.
Robert Sanders is a UCA graduate, and Beach Creative has enabled him to develop his practice without moving away from the area.
So I worked with the Beach Creative team and got to know everyone during the decoration and the painting and the job making the space ready for the public. So through that I got to know the community of artists in Herne Bay and Bay Art Gallery. So I established a friendship with a huge variety of people that I had no idea were in Herne Bay. The first thing I did with Beach Creative was set up my own life drawing workshops, which I did from my experience at college and university. So from doing these workshops I learned a lot of things that I thought I could share with the public. So I set up this group of artists that came, some were experienced and some weren't, and it was quite a small group, but I had the same people come every week, so we got to get to know each other and develop skills together rather than it just be teacher and student based. We sort of bounced off each other, which was really nice. And then after that I worked with other projects at Beach Creative. So we had workshops with underprivileged children, we had children in care, which were a variety of ages, which I've now taught for 3 years running over the summers. Yeah. Well, my time in London, I spent a lot of time going around exhibitions like the Tate Modern and the Tate and thinking how that could be adapted to maybe a less cosmopolitan audience, so I could work more with the public that I was used to seeing, so how I'd adapt things to make them more understandable or more commercial or more fun. And I knew I wanted to bring that out of London and into Kent for people that couldn't access London so easily. So through my friends that I'd established at Beach Creative, we arranged this plan that I would have this exhibition of my work and my partner's work, because it was us experimenting with painting for the first time. So it was taking our fashion design into new pathways that we knew the people that we knew through the community of Beach Creative would understand, and that the public would understand, more than something like a really avant-garde outfit that didn't really translate. So we had that exhibition. The private view was really successful. I had lots of new people coming, lots of friends coming, so it was great to have their support. And then from that I followed that with 2 further exhibitions, and at each exhibition I sold like a healthy body of my work, so that was really encouraging and inspired me to keep going with my own work.
Beach Creative work with over 20 organisations in Herne Bay alone. Dave Ware and Scott Turner from the Bay Promo team talk about their relationship with us.
We've been around for about 3 years now, and when we first came up with doing our zombie crawl, we went to Beach Creative and we talked to them about doing workshops for small children and for older children, and costume workshops, and they jumped at the chance, we jumped at the chance, and it's worked. We've done it for 2 years now, and we've had, I think probably it's about 300 children attend our various workshops, and it's just great. And every time someone comes, they learn about the place, they see the galleries, they don't just come for the workshop. You hope that you're opening their eyes to the other stuff that's going on here as well. And with the sci-fi, we had our Sci-Fi by the Sea event, and Beach Creative also had a exhibition of all sci-fi paintings. And
because if we do things around the town, we've got a central point that we can use. So in that respect, Beach Creative has become something of a central figure in Herne Bay.
Yeah, I see it as a bit like a community hub, really.
Yeah, exactly.
For us. And I think from our point of view, you go around the town now and you can see little pockets of things that Beach Creatives have affected. When we went past the clock tower yesterday, and you saw all the artwork on there, and
we thought Beach Creative,
and
it wouldn't have happened.
No, you wouldn't have seen that. 5-6 years ago. It would have been some hoarding.
The point to make as well is that Beach Creative has brought people together that may not have got together. So it's brought organisations and clubs and individuals together, working together for Herne Bay, that brings the town alive, and it has done for the last 3 or 4 years. So that's a really good aspect.
Yeah.
So to think about bringing people in, we've actually got used to the place being here now, which we love.
Yeah, we actually said before we wouldn't.
Where would we go?
Where would we go?
Yeah, what could we do? So it's a brilliant resource.